This might be Russ's final shot at winning a championship. So it came out earlier today that Russell Westbrook was declining his player option from Denver and he will become an unrestricted free agent, which is a pretty controversial move in my opinion. So as y'all know, Russell Westbrook was on the Nuggets this season. He played pretty good for the Nuggets when he was out there. He provided a lot of energy, a very nice playmaking aspect that they needed when Jokic or Jamal Murray wasn't on the floor, and this provided a lot of boost to a Denver team that really needed it this season. On top of that, Russ was actually pretty positive from beyond the arc. Well, in the corners at least. Russ shot a pretty good percentage in the corners, and this actually allowed Denver to have a lot more leeway with what they could do. Whether it be Jokic being able to use the extra pressure that's going to put on Russ to get his own or set somebody else up, or it allowed Russ to get to the paint because despite being so old, Russ is still pretty athletic. But it seems like Russ is now going to bail himself again and go into free agency, and I don't know if I like this move. I mean, I don't really know how many teams are willing to pay Russ because although Russ did perform very well in Denver, there were some instances throughout the season that just made you scratch your head. I mean, in that Thunder series, he had a lot of head-scratching moments. There were times where you felt like, oh, this was huge. Denver needed this. And then there were times where you felt like this is what lost them the game. And even got to a point where they had to take him out the game because he literally wasn't a net positive out there on the court because he wasn't the threat from perimeter. He wasn't being very well when he had the ball in his hands. So they just had to take him out. And him declining his player option to not come back might come back to bite him in the butt. But I'm sure some team is going to take a shot on him. And Russ isn't a bad player and could provide a decent boost to some team in the NBA. I just question how much his inconsistency will affect the way the league views him at this point. But let me know what your team y'all think Russ is going to end up on.